But guess what? You're going to pass a test. You're going to learn along the way. Just remember to take notes as you go. It's time for you to embrace the setbacks and think of them as stepping stones to elevating you to the next level. Every mistake, every stumble, every failed attempt is a chance to get back up stronger. Oh shit. Now you can say, you know what? I'm healed. I recovered from everything that I went through. Everything that I went through. I survived it. I survived it. And I'm here for a reason. And because I'm here for a reason, then I need to take this time to make every single breath I take count.
Hey, is it hard?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Motivational Monday. I am your host, Author Nikki Nicole, and I hope that you're having a great start for the week. Today's message is, it is just a test. I'm not talking about the test we take in school, but the test that we go through in life, the raw test. Those moments that push us out of our comfort zones, push us to our limits, make us doubt ourselves, hold us down when we try to rise to the next level. We've all been there. All been there. Life is always throwing us some type of test at an unexpected moment. And oftentimes we're not prepared. So today I'm going to remind you that every test is temporary and it has a purpose behind it. Each test takes us to a higher level. We may not see it at the time, but it does. Our loss that we consider loss are actually wins. It's actually wins. Each test takes us to the next level in some type of way. It gives you time to learn about yourself. It allows you to get to know yourself better and gets you closer to being that person you want to become or desire to become. But let me tell you something. Every test is temporary. Have you ever heard the saying, trouble don't last always? Sometimes we face things that seem like they're not going to end. You're like, dang, it's another situation after another situation after another situation. But nothing lasts forever. Nothing. How many times have you been through something, but you got through it? You are here today because you overcame it. You passed the test. Every test is important in our lives. Don't let your test in your life define your story, the whole story. It's just a chapter. It's a page in our lives. No matter what you go through, turn the page and prepare for the tests that are ahead. When you start viewing your challenges as temporary, you finally feel free. Now you can see the finish line, even if it's at a distance. It's time for you to prepare for the marathon. Get through this pain because it's just temporary. It was just a test. Remember, every step is closer towards the finish line. Now, why do we go through these tests if they're temporary? That's the question that life throws at us every time. But every test gives us a moment to reflect, a moment to learn. We're always asking that question, why me? Why me? Why is this happening to me? Why now? when everything seemed to be going so good in your life, and then boom, this happens to you. Tests have always made me uncomfortable. I mean, every time I take a test, I felt under pressure. I went through anxiety. My palms would be sweating because I feared tests. I knew the information, but I just feared tests. I felt so overwhelmed that I was going to fail every single time, that I would go into pretty much a state of shock. But knowing what I know about tests now, I face them head on, ready to pass them every time. No book or no teacher can teach us the power of passing tests in our lives. We have to start taking notes along the way so we can pass the test along the way. The more we learn, the more we'll grow into the person that God created us to be. So when you're tested, sometimes you lose faith, but you have to trust that no matter what you endure, God is going to be there for you to help you rewrite that story. You may not see it now, but your faith will keep you grounded. My grandmother used to love the garden. And I think you have to have patience to to garden, because me personally, I couldn't do it. I just really couldn't do it. But I never realized the impact of gardening until now. Think about the process of gardening. We plant the seed, we cover it at first. We don't see anything growing for a while. But the growth is happening beneath the surface, stuff that we do not see. We don't see the growth in our lives coming. We don't see the plan in our lives coming. But we plant the seed. We plant that seed in our lives and we cover it with the hopes that we will get to the success level every time. Same thing. Plant the seed in your lives. Just because you do not see what's happening beneath the surface does not mean that you're not growing, does not mean that you're not getting to the next level, does not mean there's nothing good is happening in your life. It's just a test. A seed ends up growing into something beautiful. And y'all know how small a seed is. Our challenges in our lives work the same way. But we have to trust the process. You have to allow yourselves to grow when you can't see the way. You have to allow yourself to grow when you cannot see the finish line. Faith gives us hope and reminds us that that test is not the end of your journey. You're going to face test after test after test. And guess what? You're going to pass them. And you're going to elevate to the next level. We have to remember that there's no elevator to success. Sometimes we got to take those stairs, y'all. Man, I don't like taking those stairs, but sometimes you have to take the stairs. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, faith is the first step, even when we cannot see the whole staircase. That's a powerful quote, because sometimes we do things in our lives and we may not see the end, but we would hope and pray that the end will be a success. But you have to trust the process. And you got to understand that just because you took this test, you may have failed that test, you may fail the next test, but guess what? You're going to pass a test. You're going to learn along the way. Just remember to take notes as you go. It's time for you to embrace the setbacks and think of them as stepping stones to elevating you to the next level. Every mistake, every stumble, every failed attempt is a chance to get back up stronger. When you fail as a kid, what did you do? You got on that bike for the first time. You rode it. Of course, you failed. Everybody failed that first time. And when you fail, you got a skid knee. It burned. Ooh, it burned. Ooh, it burned. But what did you do? You got back up. You put some ointment on it. You put a Band-Aid on it, and you kept right on going. Life is the same way. No matter how many times you fall, you got to get back up stronger. You have to learn that there are going to be lessons in life. They're going to be what you think are lost in life, but it actually wins. Look at your setbacks as lessons. Remember, without these lessons or tests in our lives, we would not be the people we are today. Look back over your life and think about everything you have overcome and how, regardless of what you went through, guess what? You made it. They were not roadblocks. They were building blocks to get you to the next level in your life. All of your success is a win. All of your success is a win, even the small ones. We always focus on the destination, but never measure the progress in our lives. Reward yourself because of how far you have come. All your wins deserve recognition. Give yourself permission to celebrate the life you are living. Use those small wins as fuel to remain strong and push through everything that you go through. Regardless of the test you have endured, be kind. Just be kind to yourself. You are human. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to go through things in your life. But you have to still be kind to yourself and know that you're going to fail, but you're also going to win. Everything you face in your life, you're going to get through it. Everything that you've been through is just a test. A test. Everything that you've been through was necessary. Why? Because it shaped you into the person you are today. Embrace your journey because you are capable, you are worthy, and you are exactly where you need to be. God wrote your story for a reason. He put those chapters in order the way he did for a reason. He knew that you had to go through this and you had to get through this and you had to do this and you had to do that in order for you to be where you are today. Every test in your life counts for something. Put the destination in the GPS. Don't stray away. Don't stray away from the path and watch how God moves in your life. Oftentimes we put that address in that GPS and we may make the wrong turn, and what happens? It reroutes you. So it's okay if you didn't make it to your destination. If you took a wrong turn, guess what? Your life is going to reroute and take you in the right direction. Every test is temporary. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Although life may test us, they do not define who we are. They redefine us. They allow us to rewrite our stories. Embrace each test. Have faith. Trust the process. Trust the process. And turn those setbacks into stepping stones to believe in yourself. So I hope that this motivation for today has allowed you to think back to the times that you went through this and you got through this and you went through that and you went through that. But guess what? You're still standing. You're still here for a reason. God created you for a reason. Every test in your life was a lesson that you were supposed to learn. No teacher, no book, no video is going to teach you about the trials and tribulations in your life that you're going to face. But you know what? As long as you embrace that journey, as long as you take notes along the way, as long as you put that address in that GPS, And even if you go off course and you allow that GPS to reroute you in the right direction, and you stay on your path to success, guess what? Every test is going to make you be that person that you desire to be. So as you go through your day to day, remember that you were worthy, you were capable. Anything that you want to do in this lifetime, you can do it. But everything that you do in this life starts with you. Everything that you want to do in this life starts with you. Everything that you need in your life starts with you. You set the tone for your life. Just because you failed the test this time does not mean that you're going to fail the next time. Have faith that God is going to take me through this. He's going to get me to the next level. Stay grounded in your purpose. And no matter what comes your way, you continue to know that it was just a test. Thank you for tuning into another Motivational Monday. I hope today's insights have inspired you to take on the week with renewed energy and purpose. Remember, every day is an opportunity to grow and shine. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share it with others who could use a little motivation. Join me next Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time for another uplifting episode to kickstart your Monday. Until then, stay inspired and keep pushing forward. You've got this.